Hey everybody, what's up? So, I just want to take a minute and talk about something. I think at some point when we all do YouTube videos, I know people said, hey, take a step back, do something else or whatever. There is truth to that. Sometimes the best thing to do is sit there and go, you know what, maybe I'm going to do something different. Something that I enjoy. But then you start thinking, what? And honestly, I was, sitting there going, have I done any video? Has there been anything I've really enjoyed video-wise what I'm doing right now? And I'm going to be honest with y'all. What I'm doing right now, seriously, I'm going to say this. Watching this movie, going back through the books, I've got all the books right next to me, so if I need to pause the movie, flip back and forth, okay, got it. I'm like, holy I'm loving this. I'm loving this more than any video that I've done for a while now. But I'm trying to put my finger on it. And I'm like, because books plus a movie that is actually decently so far following the plot of the books and the source material. I'm like, holy hell, I'm loving it. And that's the thing. I'm making a video that I'm enjoying. Like, how many of us at times just sit in front of a camera or just screenshot stuff and that, and we start making stuff, but in the end we sit there like, okay, but how many of us really put out content every now and then that has that meaning? I'm not trying to kiss ass here, but it's the truth. Having had this idea being brought up by Jimmy Fungus of doing this for my channel right now, from the past almost 2 months of some of the things that I've done videos on and that, the ability to do this has by far been one of the greatest things, because it combines the things that I love in life. And I think that somewhere down the line, every once in a while we all need to do this. And I'm going to have to agree. It doesn't mean you don't have to stop making other content. I have to agree, there are people that have said that. And the truth is, I'm going to say something here. There are bigger YouTubers out there. And I see the content they're making, and I see the same different day stuff attitude, and it dawns on me that maybe it's just become so ingrained in them that they think it's what makes them happy. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know. But it's a nice change of pace, and I'm enjoying it. I really am. Because it's giving me the motivation to actually step back and really thinking about things in terms of what direction I want to, I'm going to keep the channel on. Yes, I'm going to admit, I did set up a separate channel called Fired Black Wolf 69, where I'm going to be talking about certain things. The reason I did it is because I wanted to keep certain topics away from this channel. The reason I made that choice is there are just people I don't want coming on here causing trouble. I want to be able to speak my mind, but in a format that is away from other things. And that's why I did it. I've already uploaded 2 videos. You don't have to go and subscribe. They're basically just talking about certain subjects. I did it that way because I wanted, in a way, to keep this channel where I need it to be. where I needed to be free of certain things in life. I did it for me. I don't like having to come onto my channel, record a video if I want, put it on unlisted, because where's the point of it? If people want to know what I'm talking about, they're not going to find it if it's unlisted. Maybe I'm going to say something that encourages someone to do something. I don't know. But I had to make that choice for myself. I'm still going to talk about video games and all this other stuff on here. The content's not going to change. But I needed that spark to bring everything back together. And that's what it is. That's what it has been. I haven't really... There's not been as much passion on the channel lately as I would like to within the past couple months when I make my videos. Because ultimately, I've felt like I've not been myself. I felt like I've not been true to the reason I started this channel so many years ago. And that step back has helped me realize what I need to do. In the end, if people choose to come to my channel and watch me, if people want to pass it by, I don't care. Because I'm doing something that makes me happy. I've never intended for this channel to be big. I've never wanted this channel to have a lot of subs, have AdSense or anything like that. Because I've always felt that if you have a passion about something, do it for the right reasons. And I'm doing it for my reasons, which I feel are the right reasons. I know there's been one person who's talked about passion, how, somebody wants to make videos on YouTube so they can make money and all this other stuff. It's not real passion to me. Because I see so many people that come on here, and after a while, they're not the same. They look the same, they sound the same, but in all honesty, they're not. Because they've given in to what they think they should be doing to make money, to get free stuff and all this other stuff. It's not about it, is it? It's really about having fun, and that's what YouTube should have stayed, a hobby, something enjoyable. That's what I'm intending to keep doing with my channel. I'm going to intend to keep doing something enjoyable for me, and if I can keep it enjoyable for others, if I can do stuff that may bring in the people that want a different perspective on maybe a movie or a book or, a handheld game that I've done, played and talked about or whatever, that's what it is to me. I don't ever see myself sitting here, being one of those people that ends up not really being passionate, and I feel like a fraud for sitting there for a couple months without having it. And I realized that the time that I really couldn't do what I wanted to do because I had no energy, I had nothing going on. It's when you end up with a lot of time to think and you end up living in your head for a while because you can't do things for yourself, you start to have one or two different things happen. Either you have a new perspective, or you start to see things and how maybe you could do things better with your life. There are some people that may never have that. Maybe they just want to keep their life the same, or you have people like me who I want to make people happy. At my work, I try to make people smile because I don't know what type of day they're having. If I'm having a bad day, I don't want them to know. If I can make their day a little bit brighter, that's good enough for me. And I've admitted in the past, yeah, I suffer from depression, but I deal with it. And it makes me part of who I am. And if you take that part of yourself and you make it into something it's not, you're not going to have any real satisfaction in life, I don't think. Because you can't, I know that I can't let it define my entire life, you know. It's something I'm going to have to live with. Medication doesn't always help. Talking about it doesn't always help. But I do know that my people I can talk to in that. And I've been in a funk. And when I started really getting into the idea of everything, it just seemed to click, you know. It was what I needed. I felt that passion again. 2 months of barely being able to do things that I've wanted to, I've enjoyed. And it gives you the perspective of you don't really realize how bad some other people may have it until you've stepped even an inch, barely an inch of stepping in their shoes. You start to think, I couldn't do this. How do they do it? And you want to ask them so badly, you know, but you don't. Because you feel like you're prying into somebody else's life. Maybe the only thing you can do is work on yours and go from there. You know, it's an odd thing when you think about it. When you think about where you started in life until you get to a certain point, then you want to know, where do I go further? How do I go further and further? And when I've seen people say different things here on YouTube and thinking about it, thinking about my life, and thinking about how other things are discussed, I'm like, you know what? What's good for the goose may not be good for the gander. And I'm happy with that. I would rather be myself than just be another cookie cutter channel that we're seeing so many people becoming. We need the oddballs. We need the people who aren't afraid to show who they are. Unless you're kind of one of those in those creepy gray areas, you know, beyond that, and just some sick, twisted stuff, you don't need to be that point on here, you know what I'm saying? But no, it's different things to think about. Because it really gives me perspective of who I need to be more, which is myself. And I've always been myself, but I haven't always 100% been there because I haven't known how to be there. How to be the person I am, how I want to carry it forwards. Still don't. I don't think any of us will. Because I know there are people always going to have a persona, online, offline, whatever. But the truth is, no matter what, unless I'm with that little son of a puppet, even he's an extension of me no matter what. It's what it is. I don't know, he might come out, I don't know. Hard to say with him half the time. That's it, everybody. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye. You know what? If you want, make a positive video. Even if you don't show yourself on the camera, you don't want to be seen, you know, maybe you're having gameplay or whatever. Tell me about some of your inspiration about what you do on the channel, your channel, whatever that makes you happy. Even if you've never made a video before, and you want to respond in the comments below, hey, do it. I don't mind. Because I think it's time that we stop looking at some of these bigger YouTubers for the inspiration, start looking further down. Because farther down the well you go, sometimes you can find a diamond. Other times you'll find a turd. But even the turds on the higher end will probably stink more. Bye, folks.